Have you ever pondered over the choices you make, the decisions that dictate your life's path? We all stand at the crossroads of life, where each path leads to a distinct destination. One path is of self, a path that's enticing, filled with worldly pleasures and immediate gratification. The other path is of God, a journey that demands sacrifice but promises eternal life. In a world that promotes self-indulgence and instant gratification, the path of self seems so alluring. But what is the cost? By choosing to live for oneself, one is essentially choosing to disconnect from the source of life itself, God. This choice, while seemingly satisfying, leads to a spiritual death and destruction. It's like choosing to unplug from the power source, only to realize too late that the battery is draining and there's no way to recharge. On the other hand, choosing God is a journey of self-denial. It's about taking up the cross daily and following His ways. It's about surrendering our own desires and instead aligning ourselves with His will. It's a path that may seem challenging, but it's a path that leads to life, not just in the hereafter, but a life of purpose and fulfillment in the present. This choice is articulated in the book of Luke, chapter 9, verses 23 to 25, where it said, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will save it. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world and yet lose or forfeit their very self?" So, what's the takeaway from this? The decisions we make, the choices we opt for, have a profound impact on our lives. Choosing self over God may seem rewarding in the short term, but it's a path that leads to spiritual death. On the contrary, choosing God over self may require sacrifice and denial of immediate gratification, but it's a path that leads to eternal life and spiritual fulfillment. In essence, it's a choice between temporary pleasure and eternal joy, between momentary gain and everlasting fulfillment. It's a decision that every individual must deliberate on. So as you stand at the crossroads of life, remember, the choice you make today will shape your eternity. Choose wisely.